Hey guys. Oh, um, let's talk about it. Let's talk about life, our dreams, our goals, achieving our dreams. Give it to yourself. I feel like we underestimate the amount of time that we have on Earth. If we just say 100 years, if we count up to 100, it doesn't feel like a lot to be honest. But like, if you break down 100 years, wait, we're definitely not living to 100. Wait, no. No, because the life expectancy is not 100, but with a well kept body for surely. But like if we took 100 and we did break it down, 100 year in a year it's 12. It's 12 months. 12 months contrast of 3 weeks. 3 weeks. How much days are in a week? Fucking seven. Seven times three. You guys do the math. 14. 21. I'm pretty sure. Seven. 21. Yeah, 21. 21 days in a month. That's a lot of days. And 24 hours in a day, that is a lot of time to do things with yourself. So it's like, if you genuinely gave the time to what you want to do, like you could do anything that you wanted. But I'm telling you guys, like the worst mistake you guys can make is relying on someone else to give you what you desire. Because at the end of the day, the same way they could give it to you, they could take it just like that and leave you with nothing. And when you're left with nothing, then what? You're left to restart. But if you give it to yourself, you don't have to sit there and have to worry like, oh, like when are they gonna do this for me? Like, oh, they have other things going on. If you do it for yourself, you will get it done. Just like fucking that. Just snap out your fucking fingers. And of course, like life isn't just like a fucking peaceful world on Minecraft. You don't have to eat, you don't have to do nothing but just like go mining, go do little things. It's not like that. You actually have to like take the time and perfect your craft, do what you want to do, figure out how you're gonna do it, when, how long it's gonna take, and just fucking do it. Like it's not, it sounds simple, of course, but like if you actually sit there and break it down, like I promise you, anything you desire, anything your heart desires, bae, you can do it. You can do it. Like before I broke down or whatever, because yeah, I was fucking fed up. Like everything I do, I get set back. So yeah, at a certain point, I'm just like, when do I get my way, And it's still probably not soon because when I feel like things are smooth sailing, like it's another obstacle in the way. But it's like during these times, like when it happens, like it's very discouraging, you just feel like everything you're doing, everything you've done, it was for nothing. But nothing, there's nothing that is for like nothing. Everything, there's a reason for everything. So that's why it's like, as much as it made me cry, yes, because it was discouraging, it made me want it even more because I'm like, no, like this is like, it's like the world is trying to turn me sour and I'm just not gonna let it happen. So every time I get a setback, it makes me want to do even more than I was doing last time. So you gave me a ticket for 90. Next time I'm gonna do 100. Like you do more than you did last time. No, don't do that because you finna pay like a lot of fucking money. But for real though, it's like don't let like a setback is a setback. It will, of course, just like it said, it will set you back a little bit, but do not let it like break you down and make you surrender. Do not let it. It may bring you to your knees, yes, but that does not mean you could not resume a standing position. You can do it. I promise you. Any of you can do it. And me, that's why I'm here and I talk about like life and like feelings and like what it looks like through the eyes of someone else. Like, like I'm not one of those top influencers where life just gives like sunshine and rainbows. No, I'm going to show you the beauty in life, but also going to show you guys the ugly. I don't just sit up here with a big smile on my face because that's not how I feel all the time. I'm not the type of person where I'm good at giving people what they want or being someone that people want me to be. No, it's hard for me to get up here and sit up here and talk about feelings of happiness or this and that when I'm not feeling that way. Of course, I can talk about what it is I want, but as a human being, I'm going to speak about my feelings and that's going to be okay. So that's what this is. It's like a documentation through the eyes of someone else. The good parts, the bad parts, the happiness, the sadness, the times where you just feel despair, the times where you want to give up and not do anything. I've been at my peak on this channel, but I've also been at my worst. And that's just to show you guys like life is not sunshine and rainbows. Like it's not just smiles, joy, candy canes, whatever you want to call it. Like it's not just that. It gets really hard sometimes. It gets really hard to the point where we do want to just throw in the towel and admit defeat. But as long as you don't tap out, as long as you don't surrender, you could keep going. Every day is another chance to get it right. That's why I always say it, like, I look forward to tomorrow, because tomorrow may bring me what it is I'm looking for. And if it's not tomorrow, I'm going to look forward to the day after. But as long as tomorrow exists, then that gives me something to look forward to. That's why every day I try and I try and I try and I try and I try. And I promise you, until my time on this earth comes to an end, I will do my best till the very end to achieve my dreams, because achieving my dreams will help me allow the people around me to also live in a way that's prosperous to them. Because I will never be that person that I'll give you a shoulder to lean on for a little bit and then pull away when I feel like it. I will never be that person. I've seen people like that around me, and there's certain people out there where I see certain things that they do, and it shows me the person that I do not want to be. That's why I did say it before, don't rely on others. And I'm not saying people are going to be reliant on me, but for surely, if you need a break, if you need somewhere to rest, I will be that place. And that's why I keep pushing, because I just want life to be a little bit less hard for others than it already is. I see how the way things go for me. And I can only imagine, like, how other people may feel, or the things that they may face, what it may do to them, and how they may process it. That's why I'm like, the least that I could do is not be another problem, another roadblock in their way. There's already so many obstacles to come. So why would I put myself in the way of where you're going? I will not do that to other people. So it's like, if there's a will, there's a way. If you genuinely want things to work out for yourself, you will do what you have to do to make it work out. And I promise you, with the right time and dedication, anything you want, you will give it to yourself. And that's what I gotta say for today. Believe in yourself, guys. I promise you, believing in yourself is where it starts. Once you believe you could achieve anything, you can. Even if it's not a profession that everyone is following, like playing a sport, or like nursing, anything, construction. If it's something like different, like art, it may be different, of course, because there's so many artists in the world. Me, the dream that came to me was poetry. Being a poet in this world, it's hard, it's a big pond of big fish. You're starting off small. You're like, where the fuck do I start? Like, I feel like I'm gonna get devoured. But if you believe, you will make it work. That's why sometimes I get discouraged with my poetry, but I promise you guys, it'll work out. It'll work out. And that's what I have to say for today. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good morning, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I believe in every single one of you. That's what I have to say. Ciao, ciao.